All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakakadash.
Double honors to Apostle and Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the icon that teaching this truth of the folk on the earth and showing the city, lifting up the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. So here, we got the GMS Chicago account, and we got
GMS Nebraska.
And we just going to go into a quick lesson through the spirit of power of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Just going into preaching, man. Because the importance of preaching, like we have to be out there in the highways and the byways, man. We have to teach the people the word, man. Because if you don't, how can we come back to the nation? How can we come back to that one whole nation that the Lord looked up to us for and protect it, man? So preaching is very important. So
I'm gonna get this precept real quick.
Oh.
This is Romans chapter 12, verse 1. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. You know, the reason why I brought that out, you know, as the brother mentioned, preaching, and it goes, when you go into the book of Corinthians, it says what? We do this is the foolishness of preaching, right? Yeah. But when we go out on the highways and hedges, we're putting our so-called livelihoods at stake, putting our bodies in harm's way, so to speak. All right, and it says what? This is our reasonable service. This is how that word is going to get out. This is what was proclaimed. This is how the rest of the prophets did it, man. They wasn't sitting in some tunnel somewhere, teaching a word. You know what I'm saying, to a fucking rat. They were traveling. You know, they were out on the highways and the hedges, proclaiming the words unto the nation of Israel. All right, so it's that reasonable service. Paul was a perfect example of presenting your body as a living sacrifice. He said, "Thrice was I beaten." You know, I forget exactly where that passage is, but he ran it down, man. You know, the things that he endured for Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's sake, man. You know, and that's all we do that by getting this word out.
And if I may, I had that Luke for you that you quoted, man. This is Luke 14:23. And it reads, and the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and the hedges.
This is a commandment. This is something, and you have some guys in Israel, you know, we ain't going to get too specific on that don't think that we should be hitting the highways and the hedges due to maybe weather or, you know, whatever type of situation that may be going on. All right, but we got to hit the highways and the hedges, man. This is how most of us ran across the word, either by via YouTube or coming, like it says in what's that, the Songs of Solomon. You know, you walking through the streets seeking whom you love.
Yeah, it's saying him that cry into the streets. Hey, because when you go into Proverbs, the first chapter, man, wisdom will cry in the midst of the streets, and the chief conquest, man. And that's where in the highways and byways, man. Where in a broad place where you feel a lot of people there, right? So that it can go out.
It says, and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. Hey, because hey, how is the word going to go out? You say you're a teacher, you're looking to seal the elect, but you're doing it inside one temple. But of course they not trying to seal the elect. They say God loves everybody, but that's how you know those guys are not telling the truth, man. You know, because the Lord's word have to be pushed forth to all nations, man.
That's what it said. Roughly paraphrasing, it said this word must be proclaimed throughout the four winds. Yep. You know, how's that being done? Via the internet, YouTube, and guess what? It's not only Jake that's watching these videos, but it's also the heathens too. They're watching these videos. They're getting cut. You know, they're getting edified and getting informed on their destiny. You know, so hey, the word is being proclaimed, man.
I got a piece of for you. It's Romans 10 and 14. It say, how then shall they call on him and who they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him who they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher, man?
That's it.
Hey, so what? We have to go out here to the highways and byways, man, and teach our people. Because if not, they will be lost. Hey, when you read in the book of Ezekiel, it called them dry bones, man. Yeah. Because why? They don't have that breath of life. They don't have that spirit from who? Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, man. They are spiritually dead. When you go into Proverbs, the 21 and the 16th chapter, it says, he that have warning at the congregation of the understanding shall remain in what? In the congregation of the dead. So going out and teaching his word on the streets is bringing our people back into their heritage, man. So they can be alive, man. We tired of our people looking the way they are, the way they dress, the way they be, how they are, man. over a daily basis. So they need to learn this righteousness so that the Lord can return.
That's it.
You got something? I don't know.
I got one. It says in this is the book of Isaiah 51, Slack 58 and 1. It says, cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. Yet they seek me daily, and delight to know my ways. Hey, our people, it's some of our people that are really seeking the truth, man. And a lot of those camps are lying to them, man. Not giving them the necessities that they need, the things that they need to be filled, man. They are lying to them, man. You know? So that's why we must go out. You know, the brothers are out among the four corners of the globe, week in and week out, man. Whether it's 0 degrees or 100 degrees, man. And that's through the spirit and power of Yahweh. Because I'm pretty sure none of those men, back in their lives, man, in the world, they thought that they would be doing these things, man.
That's right.
You know?
I got two for you real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
Come, this just off the pastor part, man, because hey, if we went out there, man, these people would totally be lost, man. But that's why we only here to fish for the elect, and it's the scripture that prove that, man. And it's Jeremiah 23, verse 1. It say, woe be unto the pastor destroy and scatter the sheep of my pastor, saith the Lord. So it's destruction to you, pastors, man. The Lord is going to set up true men, which he did, starting with Great Millstone, the apostles and the elders of New York, and brothers and wives standing in their stead, man. It say, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of Israel, against the pastor that feed my people, you have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit you the evil you're doing, said the Lord. So the Lord is going to destroy you. Verse 3, and I will gather the remnant out of my flock out of all countries, whether the brother said throughout the four corners of the earth, whether I have driven them, and will bring them again to their fold, they shall be fruitful and increase. And how are they going to do that, right? Verse 4, I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them.
That's right.
Are we not them shepherds, man? Are we not bringing our people to that great nation? The two sticks is standing together. It said, they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed, neither shall they be lacking, saith the Lord. And we not lacking. When you have this wisdom, you will know all things. And why wouldn't you want that, man? I got one more precept, Salaki. I'm just Charles. And it's Psalms 40 and 9. It said, I have preached righteousness into the great congregation. Lo, I have not restrained my lips, O Lord, thou knowest. I have not hidden thy righteousness within my heart. I have declared thy faithfulness and thy salvation. I have not ceased thy loving kindness and thy truth from the great congregation.
And that's how you know who a man of the Lord is. And that goes into 1 John, the 4th chapter.
Yes.
It says, hereby we know the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. Based off of how the way you're teaching, the things that the way you conduct yourself. And the way we conduct ourselves, we do what? We teach as was commanded. Hit the highways and the hedges. We have neglected not to feed the flock of Israel. Man.
That's right. I got one more verse. It say, withholding not that tender mercy from me, O Lord, let that kindness and that truth continually perverse me, man. So hey, let all this wisdom keep flowing through us, man. So that we can still fulfill the works of Yahweh Shemashai, man. Hey, we know we fucked up. We know that we messed up in the eyes of the Heavenly Father. But guess what? That don't mean that you're not to follow the command to go out to the highways and byways, man.
I got the perfect one for that. This is 2 Corinthians 5 and 17. It says, therefore, if any man be in Hamashiach, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. You got to put that old man off. You know what I'm saying? Because the brother was just speaking about the things we've done in the past. Even we all worthy to be put to death over something we've done. You know what I'm saying? So coming into this faith, into this fold, hey, you got to become that new creature.
You know, amen. Me and the brother was just talking about that earlier. Romans the 5th chapter. Because it says that at a point in time, Yahweh Shai died for the ungodly. Right? Which is who? The men that you see out on the highways and the hedges now. You know, there's a point. That's why that mercy had to come in, man. The Most High had mercy on us. You know, this is why we give all praise to Yahweh Shai, because we can be with the rest of the world, man. The folly that we was into in the world, some of us was knee deep in that shit, man. But the Most High, His Spirit is stronger than the effects of this world, man. So that's why we're sitting here today to water to Him for that, man. You know.
Says, and all things are the most. It's a nice little. It's not a nice little read. It's like 4 verses.
second time.
It say, and all things are of the Most High, who hath reconciled us to himself by Yahushua HaMashiach, and hath given to us the ministry of reconciliation.
Right.
And to reconcile somebody means to bring them back into good graces. All right, and who did that? Who died for our sins? The nation of Israel, Yahushua, man. So when he left, like he's saying, now we have that ministry. Right. So it's our turn to go out there and teach. It's our turn to prophesy the downfall of this place. All right, it's a dirty job, but somebody got to do it, and the Lord's given us the spirit to prophesy the downfall of this place, and that's what's happening. That's why it's hard not to talk about prophecies. Every day is just getting faster and faster. It's just speeding up to the end, because the Lord said he would do that for the elect. These is prophecies that's coming to pass, man. So because the brother, I came from up downstairs, and the brother, first thing I heard was he said, those other camps out there is lying to the people, man. Are we trying to get out of here? Why y'all want to lie to the people and stay in this place, man? We prophets, we're not prophets to our own benefit or our own want. We're prophets / servants, man. Serving Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So it ain't no doing it our way and what we want to teach. No, he gave us the same ministry he had. And he wasn't out there lying to the people. All right, so if you under Yahweh Shem Yahushai, then you wouldn't be lying to the people either, man.
I'll bring the precept real quick. This Ezekiel 13 in verse 2, it says, Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel that prophesy, and say thou unto them that prophesy out of their own hearts, hear ye the word of the Lord Yahweh. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing. O Israel, thy prophets are like foxes in the desert. Ye have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of the Lord Yahweh. So they're not fending for the widows, for the fatherless. All right, they're not doing things conducive to them returning to their heritage, man. You know, it says that what's that, Jeremiah the 2nd chapter, where it says that amongst our men is found amongst Israel is found wicked men. You know what I'm saying? And it runs it down on how Jake is not being progressive because of the teachers they have, man.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, that's why Sirach says have many, roughly paraphrasing, it says pretty much listen to a lot of people, but amongst all have one counselor. Yeah. You know, and who's the counselor? And you know, like the brother may mention, starting from the elder apostles to on down. You know.
Yeah. Can we switch gears a little bit?
Yeah, that was into that.
Y'all cool with that? I mean, it's kind of on the same subject. Can we get what's that? Jeremiah 28 and 8. You know, kind of get into the prophecy. I know, you know, we should. We don't gotta go like deep in there, but
this Jeremiah 28 and 8. It say that prophet that has been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war, of evil, and of pestilence.
This is the times that we live in, because we're reading about those same men that prophesied before us.
That's right.
And now, like, because sometimes I'll be thinking like just reading our history, look how far we really came. From knowing our history over there to being put in hardcore bondage to coming up. We grew up in this place, never been home, never seen home, and then we learned that we the Israelites through Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that we the chosen people.
Because you was talking about prophecy. I got a precept for you. Real quick, it's 2 Thessalonians 2, and I'm going to just start at 3. It say, let no man deceive you by any means, for that they shall not come except there come a falling away first.
That falling away, that means we had to go through, man. Because we was on high, and we kept playing with the Most High. We kept playing with him, like he wasn't going to do us nothing. All right, breaking his laws, following other gods and things like that. And hey, we've been in punishment for a very long time, man.
That's right.
All right, and to come from the punishment we went through
to what it is right now,
to what it is now, to where they fear us through Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because we're preaching His word and His prophecies coming to pass. And where they gotta cut the videos, man, it gotta be the truth.
It gotta be the truth.
What else we got? You know?
Yeah, it say, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Which is Esau Edom, man.
That's right.
He has to be revealed. All right? now they snitching on each other, having now the Pentagon gotta show images and video of chariots. And they confirming them like those is real, man.
Yeah.
All right, all these things you've been what's that in Isaiah 47, making bare the legs.
Yeah.
All right, all your secrets is coming out now because you know it's the end of it. All right, it's the end of you. That's Second Ezra. What's that? 6 and 9.
But in that same chapter, Isaiah 47, you said 47, right?
Yeah.
It tell you how they witchcraft shall fall.
Yep, that's exactly what. Yep.
And that's how you know Esau at the end, man. That's how you know we at the end, man. Because the prophecy is fulfilling itself.
Yeah. He's fulfilling this every day, every day.
Every day.
Look how the prophecy sped up soon as COVID hit. Like the Lord can just do this when He won't. You know, we just gotta keep pushing. You know, because it's definitely falling. All right, the tension between the U.S. and Russia. Yeah. You know, you already know Russia gonna be ready to. Not Russia. America gonna want to beef with everybody. They've been beefing with everybody.
I got another precept. It's Acts 6 and verse 7. It say, "And the word of Yahweh increased, and the number of disciples multiplied in Jerusalem greatly, and a great company of the priests were obeyed to the faith." And I brought it out because even it tells you in Second Ezra that the faith shall be declared, and how the word the faith being declared throughout the apostles teaching this truth and saying that these prophecies shall come to pass all the way into now, man. You see great men across the whole world coming to the fold. Hey, this is fulfilling prophecy, because when you go into the end time, it tell you that we shall preach the word of the four corners of the earth.
That's what I was trying to think of earlier, and it couldn't come to me. Hey,
so this word must be going out, man, and it's go right on top, especially when you're talking about prophecy, because prophecy is the main focus. Like when we was talking in the car, we want what? Chaos.
Yeah.
Because all these things must happen, and chaos. The quicker chaos comes, the quicker what? Our deliverance come, man.
Yeah.
That's why these things must be talked about. Salaki, you got anything? If not, you got anything?
So Romans 9 verse 17, it says, "For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth." You know, and it's what the name what is that Yahweh. Know that I am, that He is to be. But what does His word go through? I mean, His name goes through the word. You know, that's it. His word go through. You know, it's the words, man. You know, it's being proclaimed throughout the whole earth, because what? This is of the Lord, man. So when this word is declared, you what? You're receiving Yahweh Shai. You know, you're receiving the prophecies of the Heavenly Father Yahweh. All right, and these are coming by the way of the prophets, man, or the preachers. You know.
Oh,
This is 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 14. It says, "Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands of the presbyterians." You know, so hey, like he said, this is a gift. You know, it was given to us by prophecy. This is a gift from the Most High. We're not supposed to neglect it. You know, we're gonna continue to show our gift. We're gonna continue to show it off. You know, the Most High gave us this gift for a purpose. We're supposed to bring out these prophecies. We're supposed to bring out what's going on. You know, we ain't supposed to neglect that.
Yeah, because what the Lord said, He said, oh, here, go right here. I'm looking for it. This is Isaiah 55, and I'm going to go to 8. It says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, said the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." Because it ain't no, well, why did this gotta happen? Or won't He come on this time? Or won't He look? We ain't got no understanding on that. Remember, He gave us the ministry of reconciliation, meaning we are ministers. We got a job to do. We can't be worried about what the boss want us to do. He told us what to do. We can't be worried about when He gonna do what He do.
Right.
Just keep doing what you're supposed to do.
That's
you know, and everything will be just fine.
But that's so beautiful, because if you're talking about prophecy, the Lord said what? Occupy until He come.
That's right.
Doing these videos and preaching on highways and byways is what? Watching when the Lord shall come, so that we can get out of here, man.
Real quick, this Colossians 1:16, It says, for by him were all things created that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him. Hey, so all the chaos that's going on in the world, hey, I'm talking about all those kids that's getting kidnapped and raped every week, man. All of this, the police brutality every week, they killing people innocently. Guess what? Hey, all of that is judgment from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know, hey, so, but as for us, hey, being a part of this ministry, man, and being teachers, hey, all of this is, hey, this is the Lord's work. The false prophets and the Lord's men, you know. But guess what? You have to do what you have to do, man. You know, and we know that it was a commandment to go out and teach. So why not do that? Why not do that? You know, but some people in their boneheaded mind try to make up reasons to not do what the Lord commanded, man.
That's right.
Let me finish this right quick. It's just part of prophecy. No, y'all good. It's Isaiah 55 and 10. It says, for as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth the bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth, and shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the things whereto I sent it. So he said, look, I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. Straight up, that's what the Lord said. Like, this is how it is. This is what's going to happen. That's why it's so beautiful. Like, let's go back like 5 years. We wasn't talking about vaccines,
No.
you know, COVID, you know. We are anticipating though. So when this pop up, we like, oh, is it about to happen? Is it about to happen? But that's the thing with this. You just gotta keep doing what you're supposed to be doing, man. You got people they getting lazy. They don't want to go out and things, or they take that bag or whatever the case is. You know, like, hey, we trying to get up out of here, man.
That's right.
Like, ain't no maybes, no maybe I'm tripping. No, yes, I want to get out of here, man.
Yes.
But like, what else here to have? Like, a lot of these people holding on to vain things that's finna get destroyed anyway. So, like, anyway, like, it make no sense. Like, you selling out or not preaching his word, like, don't benefit you in the end. What benefit is this word? Spirit, life, being on top. Like, remember when we was going against the enemies? What did they do? When you reading the book of Judah, and they knew if we came and what was serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua, keeping his commandments, like everything was saying, they couldn't do nothing against us. Look at us now. Like, we weren't doing this 60, 40 years ago. Well, did we get lynched, hanged? Look at all the brothers on the face of the earth, man. It's crazy.
The whole process.
Yes.
The whole process. A perfect storm.
Perfect storm. So, like, you got to say that just up.
Yeah, go. You got something you call?
Yeah. It's 2nd Ezra 16. This is real quick based on what I was talking about. 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 41, get straight to the point. It says, he that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. He that occupieth merchandise as he that had no profit by it, and he that buildeth as if and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. You know, so the reason why I brought this out, you know, because like the brother mentioned, you had people are holding on to things in this world. And for what? Because the times to come, it says what? Right before it says, be as pilgrims upon the earth. You know, so the same things you cherish and you hold near and dear to your heart now, it ain't going to be the same then, because it's going to be chaos going on.
That's right.
The time of Jacob's trouble is going to be in full effect. So you're not going to have time to do the same things that you was doing while you were settled in the world, man. You know, and that's something that we, you know, as men of the Lord, we keep that in mind too, because we have things in this world, but we were able to detach from these things. You know, especially when the time calls for it, we detach, man, and we follow Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, that's
the Lord showed us it's the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profit nothing.
Hey, can I back you up real quick? You done?
This
This is Mark 8:36, real quick. For what shall it profit the man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his soul? Hey, so what does it really gain you? You know, and I was just talking about the simple things right now, man. I'm talking about is people are taking jabs. So this thing is consists of a plethora of ingredients and you don't even know what it is. But you're gonna put it inside of you just to make $13 an hour. Okay, say if you're making $20 an hour. Okay, cool. But you're still gonna put this in you. And then okay, now the chip comes. Now everybody's gonna be taking these chips for those the jobs, the little food, because they don't have no faith, man. They don't have faith in the Lord's words, but everybody want to be godly. Everybody want to say that they believe. Everybody want to be a part of Christianism, but they are not true Christians, man.
Hey, that goes right. Go ahead.
Go right with that.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. It says, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Measure now the time diligently in itself, man. Constantly measuring the time. Looking forward to the end of this. You know, not getting relaxed, not settling up on your watch. You know, we constantly on the watchtower, watching out for the enemy. You know, looking out for our deliverance, because it's one and the same. All right, once our enemy is taken out of there, then them chariots show up, man. You know, and that's why we gotta do this work. You know, give diligence to make your calling of the election sure. Because if you don't do nothing, you can't. You shouldn't be surprised if you don't get nowhere, man. Like, you know. So it's about feeding the flock, like he told Peter 3 times.
All right, appreciate it for you. This Galatians 6 in verse 7, it says, Be not deceived, Yahweh not mark for whatsoever man sow, that shall he also reap.
Yeah, straight to the point. If you don't sow, you don't reap.
That's right.
If you sow, then you'll reap, man.
Verse 8, it says, For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life and everlasting.
Yeah, so where you have your energy at, that's where your time and all of that is going to be at, and that's what you're investing in. So when it comes time for safety, all right, when the Lord got to intervene and things like that, you wanted time. You didn't want to invest in the Heavenly Father, man.
Right.
All right? You wanted time. You wanted to be a family man, or you wanted to get 3 degrees, become a doctor. Whatever, you know?
Just to get that job.
Yeah, go, yeah.
It says, And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before.
I'll call it out again, Barbara.
2 Ezra chapter 9. This is the middle of 1. It says, And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand.
Did not the Lord speak of plagues? The sword? Like, it's been so many celebrities just dropping. Like, just dropping. He said he was going to send a sword. Destruction. Alright? That ultimate destruction is them nukes. You see the tensions just rising and rising. The Lord, he said his word don't go out void. As it rain and snow and that don't return back up, so does his word. It does what it's supposed to do. Alright? Which is bring out this truth. Alright? Because it said, it spoke about true worshipers, man. In faith and in truth.
It says, this is verse 2. It says that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
And is he not visiting it?
Can I preach that with you real quick? So like, it's Isaiah 29:6. It said, Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder, with earthquakes, and great noises and storms and tempests, and the flames of divine fire, man.
Yeah, right. All what be going on up in Cali.
Yeah.
It's always blazing up there.
Probably.
You know? Yeah, exactly. Tornadoes, crazy storms, all this crazy weather. All right? It might be the heart, but guess what? The Most High got them build heart. The Most High got them controlling the weather and making it all crazy, man. Everything that is done under the Most High. The Lord killeth and maketh alive, man. All right? They spoke about the angels on the right hand and on the left hand. Everybody's doing their job.
That's right.
Even you.
Right.
We all doing our job. You know? Because this is his movie.
That's right.
All right? He wrote us the way that he wrote us and built us the way that he built us, man. You don't know if you're going to make it, or you know, it's 50-50, you know? But you definitely be hopeful for it, so you put in the work. All right? Exactly. You just do what he said, you know?
Yeah.
Follow my instructions.
This is verse 3.
Go ahead.
It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou understand that the Most High spake of thee of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Even from the beginning, because all this was predestinated. Everything. Alright? Because everything is being fulfilled, man. Alright? And the Lord just making it clear. That's what manifest means, to make it clear. It just make we read when they wrote about arrows, they didn't know what they was writing down. But through the Spirit, we got it now. Now we know that those arrows is nukes.
Yeah, we living
Alright? We living what they wrote. You know? Could have been what we wrote if we had that number. Alright, but nonetheless, we're living it out. We're living out the things that they wrote about. He said his word goes and it don't go out void, and it does what it's supposed to accomplish.
That's right.
Alright, so whatever he said is going to happen, it already happened.
Come on, now I got a preach up for you.
Yeah.
It's Habakkuk 2. And I'm just start at 1 and say, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what he shall say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am improved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon a table, that he might run that readeth. For the vision is yet for a appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it surely shall come. It will not tarry, man.
And it's speaking by manifesting himself. Alright? Because, once again, his word don't go out void. But if he got nobody preaching the word and teaching the word, then how we going to hear the word?
That's a good point, because it said make it plain upon tables. And how is it made plain? By you have men breaking it down.
Breaking it down.
You know? As it says, as his ways are plain unto the righteous, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked, man. But you still have these same men that are breaking it down. And if Jake can't get it, that falls into what? Isaiah the 29th chapter and the 10th verse. Where it says the Most High, he covered their eyes, man. You know?
Yeah, earlier I had the account, it didn't come out, but I just quoted, because the account in Acts chapter 8, when the eunuch was reading, man, and Philip, the Spirit, it's like if Philip, seen him reading and the Spirit came into him, and he went over there, he asked him, do you understand what you read? He said, how can I? That's the man shall teach me, man. So it goes back into those whorehouses, how does a person, how can you really compel somebody that's not in your temple? And week after week, it's the same people with the same funky dress clothes. And when somebody new come there, they always try to make them feel bad about their sins. And you know what I'm saying? And make them feel bad about some shit that they just did yesterday, man.
This is verse 5. It says, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
And the end is manifest, is made clear. You can clearly see that this place is done. It's over for this place. Alright? Especially they just printing off all this money, and that's why prices is slowly going up. Like somebody brought to my attention, they said gas didn't go up until them stimulus started coming out, because they know your ass gonna go buy that high ass gas because you got all that money. Alright, but then once that money run out, they ain't gonna change the prices for you. You was already used to paying $2.75 or whatever it is, in whatever state where it's high. You know what I'm saying? So you was already used to paying that, so you ain't got the money no more that they gave you. So now you back to check to check. You was balling for a bit though, But that's how it goes, man. And because people are just trusting in this place, in the shadows of Egypt. Alright, but the end is manifest. The men are out preaching across the four corners of the earth. There's men in different countries. Nobody took trips over there. But there's men in different countries, man. Teaching the word, learn from the apostles and the elders on down.
Can I preach up here real quick? This 2 Ezra 6, because you talked about the end of being manifest. 2 Ezra 6 and verse 9. I'm just get to the point. Verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Hey, and that when you read up, it tell you what part of the 10 of the times. I'm just reading. So this 2 Ezra 6 and 7. It says, then answer I said, what shall be the part of the 10 of the time? And when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of that following? And what time we living in? the end of what? Esau's kingdom, his rulership, man. And we are the next. We are the beginning of it that follow it, man. Because when you read in 2nd Esdras, this same chapter, go down to 54, it tell you how that the Lord made the world for our sakes. So the Lord is going to set his true men, his sons up on the place of the earth to be the true judges in his righteousness, man. It tell you in Micah the 2nd chapter how we going to what? Rule over these nations upon the law. And what's holding us up? The law, keeping his commandments, man. Verse 8, it says, and he shall say us, Salaki. It said, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, and when Jacob Esau was born of him, Jacob's hand held first on the hill of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world. Are we not in Esau's kingdom right now? The end of it, the climax, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. So we got next.
Yep, clear as that. You had your run, you had your rule, now it's over. It said, we read, hey, can you read that again?
It says,
about the,
2nd Esdras 9:5, it says, for like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
That's what it is. You had your dominion, man. The Lord told you that. He told you was going to have the fatness of the earth. That was your blessing when you cried about it. You know, that was part of it. Now, this is your blessing. It's just coming to an end.
Yeah. That's right.
You know? We was promised an everlasting kingdom. I mean, it's just, that's how it goes.
True. And you going to cry about it.
Yeah, you going to cry. Yeah, you going to cry.
They crying now.
Yep. Go ahead, brother.
It says, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs.
Things that you ain't never seen is going to be happening. Because he said it's going to be a time like never before.
That's right.
All right? They be finding different species and all of that. Ain't no telling what the Lord got ducked off. You still got Leviathan out there too. All right? Spiritual power, men having spiritual power, being able to heal, fly, be indestructible. Like, this is the type of things that are coming, these wondrous works. Chariots showing up, dust. That's all you got to say. Because as soon as they get zapped, it's like, where you think the War of the Worlds got that from? They read it in the scriptures. Tom Cruise running, zap right in front of him. He just got all dust on the path. He had about 4 bodies on him by the time he got home. All right, that's what's coming to America, man.
Hey, but also, not to cut it off, but Esau is showing you these things. Just look at the movies, these TV shows. He's putting it in your face. Hey, they got a thing called predicting programming, man. And certain shows that came out in 2018 or 2017 that you're watching now, hey, it shows you how in some of these skits or some of these episodes what America's gonna look like, man. They already also put it in commercials. The Nike commercial. They made different skits showing you that America is being, that's the next phase for America, man.
These movies they coming out with, how you make 3 Godzilla movies in 2.5 years? Like, Leviathan probably over there turning it up. You never know.
10 years from now.
You never know. Hey, but no, gonna be wondrous works, you know.
But even not, they got the technology, man. It tell you that technology are increasing in the last days, man. And look at it. Look how we went from cash to digital in a little spent of time. You feel me? It ain't been long since we've been in the truth.
Took your gold from you too.
Took your gold, everything. So now you starting to see technology evolving, especially when you look into the school system, man. These people are learning how to, well, they're going back now, but they are learning to what? To learn online. This beast system is right in place. And that's the end game, because as soon as they give out this chip, hey, guess what? That's when the Lord have to come down, man.
They don't know that the start of their enterprise is the end of the dominion. So in order to fulfill your goal, you're trying to not cause your end
Took off your
Like, you ain't trying to fulfill your goal. You in the trap.
You in the trap.
You know?
Can I get a piece?
You can't do nothing against the truth before the truth.
That's right.
Either way, you know.
Yeah, because all of these prophecies coming to pass, you helping them out.
That's right.
Because you try to bring this mark of the beast, this RFID chip, all right, and you bringing them out.
That's right. Hey, y'all got any? I got something real quick. You got something?
No, yeah, we are.
Hey, this Job 5 and verse 12. It said he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
There you go. All right, so you stuck in a trap. He got you thinking that you're going to get to where you're going, man. You're not going to be able to reach the top of the mountain. All right? You don't see that piece of black ice that the Lord got there sitting for you.
Yeah.
All right? That's why I think it was Asaph, he wrote in Psalm 73 about how he slipping when he seen the end. It must have didn't look pretty. You know, if he thought he wanted it and he seen it, he's like, oh, it ain't worth it, man. That's going back to what the brother brought out about gaining the whole world and losing your soul. All right? You just got to be, fight for the truth unto death.
The Lord shall fight
And
for
the
you.
Lord shall fight for thee, man. Go ahead, brother.
I got a scripture. This is Psalm chapter 49, verse 11. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
Yeah.
And their dwelling,
Go ahead.
And their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
Yeah,
You know?
that's part of they stamp of pride, man. You know, you renaming continents and stuff, like they're really trying to be the Most High. All right, that's all of this technology that's advancing is for they can keep their kingdom. They're trying to find a way to keep their kingdom, not knowing that they just fulfilling prophecy, man. So keep on fighting for yours. But in the midst, we still got to do what we got to do.
That's right.
Prophesy the downfall. Go ahead.
That was
I'll probably back you up real quick. It's Malachi 1 and 4 says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
Forever, man. Righteous judgment. That's indignation. All right, so you think you're going to continue your kingdom, keep on building and building, and you want to go check out Mars, can you live on there? You're doing too much. He's getting comfortable.
Yeah,
he's getting comfortable. That's what's going on. He's getting comfortable, man. All right, as soon as you know what I'm saying, you put a pole on this side, you get your hammock, and you know how you gotta balance yourself when you get on there.
Yeah.
As soon as you think you good, snap, you gonna fall on your ass, man.
Think about it. It goes into that Wisdom of Solomon in the 2nd chapter. It shows their comfortability and their comfort. You know what I'm saying? It shows how complacent they are.
Yeah.
You know, because it says, look, let us not let one bud of the spring pass. You know what I'm saying? Let's all have our token in this life. So they living it up. You know what I'm saying? But like the brother's going into, the Most High is going to yank that joy from you, man.
Yeah.
In an instant.
Hey, that's why one reason too, they build them satellites and they try to go deep in water.
Yeah.
They tell you in Jeremiah that Esau tried to fulfill that promise that the Lord had made when him. He said, if you can search out the deeps of the sea or the deeps of the heaven, I will what? Call back my name from Israel.
The Lord said, truth or dare? He said, dare.
Dare.
He basically, because he challenged
He challenged him.
You know, he challenged, like you said, he challenged him, man.
Right. And then he's steady afflicting the Lord's people. You know,
Yeah.
he's doing these different things, but in the
He getting
end,
away with it. That's Salaki.
not with it.
He think he getting away with it because he see the wickedness that we doing, not knowing the whole time. The Lord is setting up a whole group of righteous people.
Right.
The Lord is setting up a whole spirit bomb over here.
Right.
You know, a group of righteous people that he's going to deliver himself, which you can't touch them.
Okay.
You can't touch them, man. All right? And they're going to establish our kingdom of heaven and being joint heirs with the Lord. Because you worried about the pawns. Oh, look at all of them being wicked and they doing this and doing that. Because like the brother brought out earlier, they know once we close to our power, you can't touch us, man.
All right. Yeah. It says,
So you constantly challenging the Lord. Go ahead, brother.
No, it's not you, bro. No, it was just real quick. Cause Psalm 7:15 says he made a pit and digged it, and it's fallen into the ditch which he made. So you think he's setting up a trap You know, for us, but all along the Lord got his mind in the trick bag. He got him setting up that trap for himself, man.
Yep.
Hey, with that, we hope this lesson was edifying. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Hey, double honors again to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect of Israel, wherever you may be. Shalom.
Shalom.
Baba.
Baba.